Sam is ready. River is ready. He's back there. You can kind of see him taking a little bath.
Always.
River boy. What's up, dude?
He said, don't bug me.
I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Let us know in the chat. This is Beard Advice Live. Sam C., how are you doing tonight?
I'm great.
Good.
How are you?
Great. Dennis, how are you? It is absolutely beautiful in the 810 today, a.k.a. Genesee County, Michigan, a.k.a. Flint area. I don't know if it could have been better temperature today.
No, it was perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, the lettuce is ready. Sam was like, no hat. I said, hey, we gotta show the lettuce off a little bit. A couple of you had some comments about my overgrown hair on Monday. So hey, take this. Look at that.
It was true though.
Oh yeah, it was so. But I'd wanted to cut for a while, and somebody was like, "Oh no, I like your hair long."
I do. I like this top long.
Mm-hmm.
Sides, no. Oh my gosh, I'm peeling.
Oh. Farmer Tan Sam
at
is
my
what
arm.
we call her. Yeah. Showing off that lettuce, baby. Yeah. But I do have a hat to go on in a little bit, but I do need to show off the lettuce first. Hey, yo. What up, Walter? What up, man? And Sam is looking lovely as always.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Jeremy's got to be up early. Well, hey, sleep is for the wicked. You don't need that stuff.
You do.
Mm-mm.
Sleep.
Mm-mm. Nope. Maybe just a little bit. But this is Beard Advice Live. The precipice of this show, that's a 10-point word right there, of this show is...
Spell it.
No. Precipice. The idea of this show is you guys send in pictures of your beard and ask for advice. We help you. You send in updates. We say, hey, trim here, style here, try this product, try this tool. Don't do anything. It's looking great. You'll always leave feeling better than when you came in. Tonight, I think we only have like one entry, maybe
Wow.
2. Or I think we have 1 and then 2 without pictures, so shorter.
Okay.
But beyond that, also, if you guys want to be on the show, it is pinned in the chat. It is in the description, and I'll get a little scrolly in the bottom in a little bit. But you send an email to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. It's entirely free. We would love to help you guys out. It helps out others and the show. But other than that, we've got a little game in a little bit. We also have a giveaway, and we just talk about whatever else the heck we want to talk about. So, yeah. Whoa, look at Leon. He got woken up at 2:02 a.m. by YouTube notifications. That means it's working. Welcome, my man. I appreciate it. Rambo says, I drive 10 hours a day. Definitely need sleep. Yeah, that would be incredibly dangerous. If sleep drunk and driving, scary. Sean, what up, man? I still can't get over your new picture, Sean. His old picture was like super zoomed out and it was like a farm scene, it looked like. And now it's just like, bam, beard, man, hat in your face. Okay, we got that. Anything else about this show people should know if they're coming in for the first time?
I can't remember what you went over.
I said that people send in advice.
Yep.
We have a game on the show, and then we talk about whatever else the heck we want to talk about.
Did you talk about non-beard related advice?
Ooh, no, I did not. Hit them.
So you can send in any questions, any kind of advice questions, and we'll hopefully help you.
There you go. And yeah, Jacob, thanks, man. He says 94.8K. We're on our way. Let's go, 100K. It's slow, but it's
I
going.
feel like it has slowed down. Is it slowed down or is it just because we're close?
Probably a little bit of both. We are in the off season of bearding. We are in the off season of YouTube. If you look up like YouTube numbers by month, as it gets warmer, the YouTube numbers go down, which is probably a good thing. That means people are outside, so I can't hate on that. However, everything we do here is valuable and adds a lot to people. Also, you guys notice I did take the sides down a little bit on the old beard ski over here. So I cut into some of those crazy curls and waves and stuff. Just kind of match the slick side over here. Nice little transition. Watch. Got to pet it or it doesn't count. Got to pet it. All right. And we'll get into all that. We do have a live reaction today for Sam on the Scent of the Month by Deadman, who is the sponsor tonight. And we'll get to talking about that. other than that, what's been going on in our life over the last week? We had another soccer tournament.
Yep. Walter and Erica left.
Walter and Erica left.
No.
I did not even come close to having a physical altercation with any soccer people this tournament. I was very, very
I thought you were
good.
going to say with Walter. I was like, wow.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
That's my dude right there. Yeah, that's my dude. So, yeah, Walter and Erica left. Soccer tournament. We had a lunch date today, which was awesome. Really good.
I don't know. I feel like we did. It's just been soccer. That's it.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yep. We love it, though. That's all we want. Sam did the haircut. She did most of it. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
99.9%.
It's not even close to that. It's 90%. So I go back in and I do like the sideburns here, and then she now does most around the ear, but I still have to go in and
I don't like scissor around the ear,
Right.
or get too close because
I don't scissor around the ear either, but
Nope.
Trimmer, but I also go a little bit shorter through here after hers normally, and then kind of do a little here, a little there. But yeah, it's her. So we did a Cancun date on Cinco de Mayo. So we did Cancun on Monday. Normally we don't go to 2 sit-down restaurants in a week for lunch, but it was Cinco de Mayo. Sam was like, we have to go.
Have to.
And so we did. And then today we just had a little bit more of a free schedule. And normally we're together all morning, but Sam went to go volunteer at Jax's school, and I had other stuff to do. And so we missed each other. So we met up for a nice lunch. And so we had time. Emily tuning in from Texas.
somewhere in Texas.
Nice. She's like, I don't know. It could be anywhere. Yeah. 11-hour drive, stopped once because there was a sinkhole in the New Jersey highway.
What?
Wow.
Wait, what?
Wow. That's cool.
Sinkholes really freak me out.
They do scare her.
Really freak me out.
We were watching a show last night where they were at like a cool place, and they were like, yeah, this part, you used to be able to go over there, but there was a sinkhole in the parking lot next door. I'm like, oh, all right.
Nope.
And I don't know if Donald Long is in here, but we were looking at stuff in New York City, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I don't know what happened over here. It's like, oh, it's a giant sinkhole. It's been closed for a long time. And we were just walking on the same level, and you know how New York has like a city under New York? And it was just a sinkhole to that other city. Nope. It was crazy. And Walter said, imagine going 84, then you're gone. Just disappeared. Do
they know when sinkholes are going to form or no?
Sometimes. Emily, we've been on the road since 5 a.m. That's when we leave, too. We either leave at 4 or 5 a.m., stopping for the night in Kansas on our way to Iowa. Oh, Iowa is one of the most brutal driving states in history. Man, that's a brutal drive.
There's just nothing.
Nothing
to see.
There he is. We were just talking about you, Donald. Donald, share any info on that sinkhole where we saw across from the Javits Center. So, yeah. Did you hear about the Florida man with the world's fastest Chevy Spark? No. I don't even want to ask. I feel like there's a joke in there somewhere. Deadman's Death of Citrus is on my rotation. I just got 2 bottles in about half an hour ago. So, yes, it is. I just told him it's one of my most used scents in the entire world. I love it. And Bearded James, who actually is a Michigander, lives close to us. He says, your guy's boy is an absolute animal on the soccer field.
It's true.
He keeps hitting new levels, especially lately. It seems like every time we look, there's like a new chapter, and we're like, you can do what? You did what? So yeah, he's been absolutely crazy. Kansas and Nebraska are way worse than Iowa.
I don't think we've been to either of those.
Okay,
so
that's fair.
We can't say, but I believe you.
Yeah, that's fair. We did the long ways through Iowa, the widthwise, and it was not fun. We chose like a longer way to come back to avoid it. So beach sinkholes, yeah, especially in Florida, they have all the limestone, and limestone is usually the culprit of these sinkholes because it just deteriorates so quickly. So yeah. Right, he said, well, sure, what's life without humor? Yeah, Florida man humor can go a little dark.
Is Michigan limestone? Base?
We don't have a ton of limestone. Nope.
Great.
Nope.
Perfect. Wonderful.
More like Florida and a bunch of areas. And we have limestone, I know, in Michigan, but no, we are not a main limestone base. And so it was Cletus. Okay, gotcha. And where'd this go? Oh, so Sam had a different side of this. So the boys' YouTube channel shouted out on Monday, said give them some follows. I didn't hear back from them, but Sam did, and then I heard back from Max right after this. But and we didn't tell him that there was a shout out on Monday.
Yeah.
So how'd it go?
He was like, I was like, Dad said check your followers on YouTube, and Maddox opens it up and he goes, I forgot the number, 240?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's really cool.
It was so cute.
And then he came to me. He's like, did you see our subscribers? I was like, yeah. He's like, did something happen? I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm really big into like doing stuff and then like not having people know. For whatever reason, I think that's really fun. It's like a new chapter of my life. And Donald said, giant sinkhole on the West Side Highway over MTA, about trains about 30, 40 yards wide, overall 4 stories deep.
Yeah.
And I was right next to it. I walked on the sidewalk 5 feet from it.
It's just open?
It's just open. It's fenced. Like there's fences all around, but it's just, you can just see it. It's a parking lot, and then it's just abyss. In downtown New York City.
How does anybody like... I couldn't work next to it. I couldn't walk next to it. It's going to fall in.
Yeah. Cam said a golf course where I live had a sinkhole open up and revealed an entire cave system. Now it's its own attraction.
People go down in there?
That's really cool. Yeah, that's a really cool. Yeah, really, really cool. His guys gave him a spark with a... Oh, geez. That's crazy. Crazy. Damn without a hat. Yeah, I am going to throw the hat on just a little bit, but we had to show off the lettuce. Command Bros video idea, favorite soccer drills. Ooh,
I was just
like
talking to Maddox about doing some more like soccer videos on his channel.
Yeah, clearly it's liked. Their video like caught a little traction. Before we even shouted it out here. Nothing to do with me. I like that, Erica. That's a good idea. Remember that one, okay?
Okay.
Got it. All right, so yeah, that's mainly it. We've just been on that soccer kick. May is probably the busiest soccer month of the year for all serious soccer families. It's like you're getting ready for summer tryouts. It's the end of your spring season. There's ODP sessions. There's about every tournaments. There's ID camps and ID sessions. So yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. I did see that. Somebody sent that to me. There was a Florida man. He was an older man, but he was him and his dog were killed by a black bear. I know, just this last week. So yeah,
you guys were trying to talk me into liking black
Miles.
bear?
What was the detail about it? He did something. He fed him or something. There was something to it, and the reason why. All right, Alan. Oh, sorry, man. Soccer year round. It's every day of the year. If you're anything serious, yes, it's unbelievably year round. I don't think it would be year round for us anyway. I don't think we could take off a season. We'll go crazy.
It's wild that some sports aren't year round.
Yeah,
like you just go 9 months without playing.
Right.
Just lose it all.
Yeah, we couldn't handle that. That would not work well, and Maddox couldn't handle that. He would go crazy. If he has a day without soccer, he's not the same human in like a really negative way. So yeah, it's just different for us. All right. And also, hey, I don't think I even said it yet on the stream at all, but if you guys could hit a thumbs up on the stream and share this with your friends, family, anybody. A Florida man got killed by a gator this week too. Jeez, Florida's fighting back. Careful, y'all. Yep. Careful. Oh my gosh, Florida man got gored by bison in Yellowstone this week?
Okay, that's 3, so the bad luck is over.
All right, Florida.
Bad luck comes in 3s, right?
Yeah, you're covered. Oh, Florida lady. Oh, careful, Greg. There's one Florida man left for it. And best beard straightener. So I would recommend the Aberlite Go 2 or the Beard Octane Cordless. Those would be the 2 best ones that I've used. Stay away from Florida. I think that just means summer's coming. Is all that means. So, yeah, stay away from there. Indiana has a ton of caves near Bloomington. Yeah, definitely. We did the cave systems in, like, the Columbus area of Ohio, and that was really cool. Really, really cool. All right. Florida guy. Yeah, we talked about that one, Willie. Yeah, sad for sure. The Buffalo look for it. Yeah, man. The people that think they can go take a selfie with a bison or a selfie, or like there's like a challenge a couple years ago, like go slap a buffalo on the butt. And it's like, Yeah, Darwinism. I don't want to be dark and negative stuff, but sometimes Darwinism is just what it is. Like, if you in your mind are like, yes, that, I don't know how much they weigh, 2,000 pound, that 1,000-pound animal, I'm gonna go slap it on the butt because it looks like it's slow and like,
Right.
gosh, crazy. And Vinny P, I had to roll through, show some love to the legend. And of course, the always beautiful Sam C. Much love for all you guys do in every aspect in and out of the community. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. No, we haven't been to Hocking Hills, but we really want to.
Is it a national park or is it not?
Good question. National park. If you
Because
guys
you were
have been
thinking
there,
that it was, right?
I don't know. I know it's a really popular attraction. If you guys have been there, let us know if it's worth it, right? We just did the Smokies. Beyond passionate. Loved it. And so, yeah, let us know. Because I don't know a lot about it.
So every summer our kids go and stay for like 5 days to a week with Dan's parents up at their cottage. And so I asked your mom today, and she was like, oh, yes, definitely. They can come back up this year. So we're looking for something to do in the summer. So maybe that.
Okay. So Rambo says definitely. James, my buddy, says Hocking Hills is fantastic. Chief says it's spread out, very beautiful.
Nice.
We actually, I think we looked at Airbnbs like right outside it, right?
Okay. I don't know. Is Hocking Hills by the Choi, I don't even know how to pronounce this. Starts like CH. Cuyahoga National Park. We had planned on staying there last summer for this week vacation, but then Maddox's soccer schedule got messed up and we had to cancel it. So is that the same thing?
Right.
I don't know.
Because we've seen that sign. We've seen the national park sign just outside of Columbus.
We're in a national park phase of our life right now.
We're checking stuff off.
How do you pronounce that?
All right. Cuyahoga.
Thank you. I feel like I was kind of close, though.
Yeah, it's kind of how it's written, but you would assume it's not. Is that Hocking Hills or is that different? And Vinny, you guys, he is a very, very, very large human. He says, side note, I'm pretty close to a gorilla, so I'm going to need y'all to hit that like button or we're going to find out what y'all got. There you go. I love that. Hey, what up, G-Tone? Good to see you, man. Feel like it's been a minute. We rented a cabin by Old Man's Cave. I like that name. 3540 National Park years. Now we measure thing in years. Oh my gosh. I can only handle cat years and
oh my God.
Jeez Louise, that's crazy. So okay. Maintenance trim. Nice. Do you have an annual park pass? No.
We do not.
No, we wouldn't be worried about that. There can't be much, right, to go into parks. We'll just pay,
I think he's just curious.
Oh, yeah. No, but yeah, has been. Work is easy enough tonight to be able to. Oh, cool. Awesome. All right, guys, we'll keep the comments coming, keep the questions coming, and this is just going to leave more time for questions in our game as we go through. If you are a veteran, you have free access. That's great.
Nice.
I am not, but that is fantastic. Old Man's Cave is beautiful. Hocking is free. Yeah, also free is the Smokies, where we just went. But you
had to pay to park. That's what it is.
Yeah, you have to pay to park, except the first day we got there.
Oh my God, we didn't even tell them this.
So the first day we got there, we would have had to go 20 minutes out of our way to get to what kind of center is it? Visitor center? Yeah, visitor center to buy a parking pass. And we were like, oh, but it was early and we know how busy it gets. So we were like, that's 20 minutes there. It's easily 10 minutes in there, 20 minutes back. We're probably going to be an hour later to go get a parking pass.
We're like, just going to get a ticket. It's fine.
We said, screw it. Let's just get a ticket. And something, I don't know where I pulled this out of, but something in me was like, go read the website. And so I went to the website thinking maybe I could buy online or maybe actually I was just looking for how much the ticket was going to be. And then out of nowhere, the first day of National Park Week is free parking in all the national parks. It was the first day of National Park Week of the United States. That day. The only day we needed free parking. That was weird. One day of the year.
Because then we bought parking for the rest of the days and stuff. But
yeah. And it was just because of the timing. like absolutely crazy. We had meant to go the night before, but we weren't sure if you could buy it on the day of, or if you had to buy it the day of. It was the free national park day, and we had no idea. We did not plan that. We did not think about that. And so that was really, really weird. And we would have paid the ticket, not worried about or anything like that. Most national parks cost $40. That's what I figured.
In the West, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, those are robust. Yeah, robust. Oh, okay. Hocking Hills is a state park.
Okay.
We've done some state park hiking in Michigan. We have some beautiful state parks. Beautiful. Because I don't think we have any national parks, and we have the national shoreline.
The national park, it's an island, but it takes like 4 hours to get there.
Which
and the
one?
boat only comes.
Drummond Island?
No, it's way up past the UP. Almost it's closer to Canada than it is to us.
Okay. All right. Late. What up, JB? Okay. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Share the stream if you would like. Let's check out our sponsor. Shout out to Deadman. I can't tell you guys how much I love this company and how much it grows daily. Just today, you guys are going to see we're going to have a giveaway at the end of the stream. And Bryant messaged me and he was like, hey, can we bump the gift card from $30 to $50? I'm like, yeah, dude, thank you so much. He was like, no, thank you. I'm like, God, that dude's so cool. So easy to work with. Just gets it and understands and just awesome. Absolutely awesome. Florida has beautiful state parks. So Bob, as you guys know, frickin' frack, he sent me a reel today, or a post today that showed these beautiful canyons in Ocala, Florida, that had just unbelievably blue water, zip lines, like really cool. And we had no idea.
It looked very like Caribbean like.
It did. And we drive right by it. It's on the way to like Orlando. It's just before the Villages. Isle Royale National Park.
Yes.
Okay, yep. Awesome. Okay. And their scents are amazing. Plus that stripping wash once a month is a game changer for me. Facts. Darth says, only reason I found Deadman's is through Dan C. Love their oil so far. Hey, I appreciate that, man. It is cool to hear when you guys love a company and you found it through this channel. That's a rewarding feeling to be able to connect you guys. So thank you anytime you say something like that. Cam says, Bryant, I love the stripping wash. A week of working on gravel. The stripping really came in clutch. I washed every day, but the buildup was just so strong. Easily the best. Now, if you guys have read it, you can find me on there, Dan C. Bearded. Go to my most recent post. I posted today on the Beards Forum, and I just said, how many times a week do you guys wash your beard? And I had a really good picture, to draw that attention in. 95% of the answers, there's over 100 comments, by the way. At least 90% of the comments were not washing daily. At least half of the comments were twice a week or less. And probably 20% say it's all a scam. Don't wash your beard. Like, you don't need that. You're going to strip natural oils and just have to buy products and all this stuff. Man, it hit me like a ton of bricks of how much room we have in this industry to grow, how much potential there is for companies to reach new beards, how much potential there is for me to reach new subscribers. You guys, we are just scratching the surface of this industry, of this niche, and it's so exciting. If you're a company that's doing well right now, double down on education. If you're a company that's doing well right now, seek new customers. If you're a company that's doing okay right now, just understand the future is brighter and brighter and brighter. Yeah. Cam says, I saw the comments, LOL. I gentle wash every single day. Couldn't imagine not doing it. And that's the biggest thing. And a couple people said that in there, thankfully, is once you realize the wives' tales, once you realize the stigma and just the dumb stereotypes, and you get out of your mind that washing your beard is bad, once you actually do it and experience it with quality wash, you're utterly disgusted thinking about not washing your beard every day. Like, it's just a fact. And I know not everybody in here washes it every day. Consider trying it for a couple of weeks. The difference is very real. Almost everybody, their beards never felt better. They just understand the clean aspect of around your mouth and nose. But it was shocking to me. And that's a dedicated sub forum on Reddit to beards. So it's not even just the random guys growing beards without a care in the world.
Yeah.
They sought out a specific forum on a topic that they're interested in, their beard, and they don't wash their beard in any regular way. That's so wild to me. So wild to me. And Mike says, Deadman's new Barber's Reserve is by far the longest lasting EO profile ever. It is. And he took pride in that. And I even noted it on screen in my review for them. Hey, Randy, what's up? Is probably gone already. It just dropped. No, he's got to have some more. And we're going to talk about that in a second. And so barber smells make me nervous, dislike powdery. So we're going to hit the scent right now. You guys, if you could, give your feedback on Barber's Reserve. Jay, there's no powdery smell whatsoever. Yep. I can't go a day without washing my beard. Me either, man. Me either. Please consider it. Please consider it, guys. And so, yeah, everybody's talking about washing daily. And I know that we do. Poll. No, I'm not going to do a poll here because no. And that's one that I feel real strongly about. I actually, unless you have a medical condition, I actually believe every guy should wash their beard daily. Now, if you have something with a skin condition, maybe not. I'm not even sure there. It's probably more important to wash, but I'm sure there can be exceptions. So, yeah. Did not washing your beard every day back then because of the... Exactly. Yep, Jason, there just weren't daily gentle products back then. And so it makes sense of where all this came from. You said it best. The one time a week crowd comes from a fact that beard products were lacking back then, and most haven't realized we've come a long way. Exactly. All right. Yeah, no powder. It's citrus forward. Yep, exactly. I do twice sometimes. Me too. I try not to, but there are some days when you wash in the morning, life catches you and you got to wash again. That's just how it is. Yeah. And Dylan says, washing my beard with a legit daily wash is the best part of the shower. Facts. It really, really is. Okay. You guys, let me throw a link in the chat for our sponsor, Deadman's Beard Co. Shout out to them. And Command 15 saves you 15% off. We have biotin gummies now. Keep that in mind. And how does this limited scent smell called the Barber's Reserve? So here's the profile. All essential oil. It's the only barbershop scent I know that's all essential oils.
Wow.
And it is citrus, herbs, green notes, a floral touch, tonka, and oak moss. Now, Sam has smelled versions of this. The first version, neither of us really liked. We gave Bryant that feedback. He was open to it, made adjustments, and then made more adjustments. And this is where we have landed right now.
Did I not smell this last week?
You did. Oh, not on stream. No.
Okay.
Nope.
What? Did another one have oak moss that I just smelled last week?
I don't know. Last week we had the Bearded Mech. The week before that was Beard Octane. And this is...
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So we do...
A couple weeks behind, I guess.
On a normal 4 Wednesday month, it is a rotation between Deadman's and Beard Octane. But when we have a 5-month week, we get an extra company in there. All right, you ready for this? Mm-hmm. And this is Warren's take. Barber's Reserve is phenomenal. This is so far from a typical barbershop scent. The oak moss adds an amazing touch to this scent. Okay, here you go. RJT, I've starred your question. We will hit that at the question segment. Yeah. And as Sam's forming her thoughts, she already hit it with the oh, wow. Cam, this is the longest lasting essential oil scent I've ever tried. It's a solid 7-8 hours, like easy. And it does have a cologne if you would like to get that scent boosted even more. Yep, even more.
It's one of the strongest essential oil scents that I've smelled.
So green notes would be some of the like earthy notes, some of the almost like not weeds, but when you're hiking and you just have
plants.
Like greenery around you.
If you smell it, you say, "Oh yes, that's green notes."
Yeah,
100%.
All right,
you'll get it.
Sam's take on the essential oil Barber's Reserve.
First hits me like it's a cologne.
Yes,
it's like a earthy. It's like a earthy cologne. It has the green notes. Mm-hmm. It has floral. It has almost that like Oak moss almost gives you like a dirt
It's
dirt
earthy.
kind of smell. It's earthy.
If you know vetiver, it's in that same family and world, but a little bit less harsh.
It's like almost invigorating too.
Mm-hmm. That citrus in there.
Yeah, but it almost smells like there's like a drop of like tea tree or something
like
in there.
effervescent.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
It's really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's the first version he had was very similar, but it was more harsh and it was kind of more on the old man cologne side of things. And so it's really, really nice. And again, there's nothing like it. Yeah, I can't tell you anything like it.
How does it wear? Because I know oak moss usually doesn't say.
Yeah, no, so it develops throughout the day. So the citrus goes first. So it's a little bit brighter, a little bit sweeter, the first notes that you get, and then that falls off. And then you get the like earthiness is really what I get, those green notes, the oak moss. Then that falls off, and then I get kind of that like sophisticated cologne that will last all day. Yeah, all day. But what makes it barbershop? So the barbershop essence, you kind of have two worlds of barbershop, right? You have the straight talcum powder from like shaving cream, that barbershop. And then the other barbershop side comes from that bay rum aspect, from the aftershave aspect, the barber side cleaning type smell aspect. That's where this is. This to me, would be like an aftershave. Barber gives you like a nice little fresh lineup, slaps on your neck there, and you just get that. It's the vibe of a nice, sophisticated barbershop. 100%. Just think about when you get that hot towel shave and then they slap some aftershave on you afterwards. That's this to a T. To a T. And then also, if I could have your attention, please.
I like the rope.
Oh, I love it. Well, but Bryant was like, rope or no rope? I was like, rope, dude, you crazy? Bryant, I don't know if these are for sale right now, but if they are, this is the time to tell people, because this is one of those athletic meshes, which is, I believe, waterproof or water resistant. And then summer is coming, you guys. This bad boy breathes. It is so light. It is so fresh. And it is fantastic. Oh, and also, yeah, by the way, Deadman's Beard Co. owns barbershops. So Bryant is an owner of barbershops. He said, master barbers make their own blends to add to hot towels, aftershave. The classic barbershops usually use Tonka, lavender. Did I nail that?
What is Tonka?
It's like a vanilla type. It's a smooth
That's
type
what I
scent.
thought.
Yeah. Yep. This hat is so sick. So sick, you guys. Yep. It is so sick. What up, Garden State? What up, dude? So yes, I don't know why, but I love barbershop scent. It reminds me of getting my hair cut for the military. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. What's up? What's going on? What's Tonka? Toy trucks. Well played. Yeah, I really like the black with the white rope, and then the white hitter for the branded bills just goes well together. I wasn't styling my hat like that, guys.
And it fits your big old head.
Yeah, this is a big melon. Donald, this hat is not for you. This is look at that, guys.
Does he have a small head?
He has a small head, yeah.
Aww.
This is a 4-clip hat for me.
I
know. I'm only one or two.
Unheard of.
Yeah, it's huge. So, yes. No, I don't think they have I don't think Brandon Bills makes fitted hats. So, nope, I don't believe so. But it's awesome. So, yeah, okay. Is this...
He said he was going to have it up in 10 minutes.
Ooh, let's go, you guys. Can you measure your head, please? If she remembers, we will. Yeah. Can you remember to measure my head?
It's large.
I am here. Yeah, all right. You got to measure my head, though. We have that.
We do, yeah.
Tape measure. Is that what that's called? No, it's not a tape measure. And why is the tape measure not very much like tape? Yeah. And then what's the tape kind called?
It's
blanking.
Oh my God, what is that called?
I'm very curious on how he gets it. Emily, number one, great sourcing. Very, very, very important. Number two, it all comes down, as I'm sure you know because you've worked with essential oils, it all comes down to finding the right essential oils that have a really broad IFRA safety rating. So something like a citrus is going to have a lower potency that you can use. Those are going to be his top notes. Other ones like such as oak moss is going to have a little bit more of an allowance for the safety. That's going to be the middle notes. And then the base notes are where he has a really big IFRA allowance, and it's going to give a little bit more wiggle room rather than like a 1 or 2%. Some of these can bump up to 3-4%, for example. So it just comes down. I'm not good at it, but I'm learning through a lot of these masters. Measuring tape. There we go. That's what it's called.
But the other one's a tape measure, but this is a measuring tape.
Right. Yeah, Taylor's tape measure, measuring fabric. Okay. Yeah. All right. Taylor's tape. Okay. All right. Soft tape. Nope. No, that one's rejected. What's up, Whiskey? Welcome, dude. Welcome. All right. String with marks and numbers on it. Yeah. Yep. I thought it might be. Yeah, it's 100% IFRA influenced, but it's understanding top notes, middle notes, and base notes. This is also why if you guys find certain companies have like themes, if you're like, oh my gosh, luxurious bastard, they all kind of smell alike. Well, companies get their base notes that have a high allowance and they start to kind of use that to build their scents. So there's a lot to it. Have you had a chance to try the reformulate? Oh yeah, dude, for months now. It's fan-freaking-tastic. Absolutely. Sam even loves it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, awesome. Strive to have a hat collection like Dan's. Oh, stop it. Stop it, Diego.
Impossible.
Don't stop it, Diego. Jeez Louise. Don't be.
But, like, you guys see that whole wall behind us, but this wall is double that size and just full.
And these two.
And these two.
Yeah, these. Let me see, get this hand in here. These two walls are full. There's also hats along this wall.
Our closet wall is full of hats.
There's probably 30 hats up there.
There used to be like 50 in the back.
Yeah.
And I said, get out.
There's probably 50 in the back room. Yeah, I've got like 4 piled up over here.
Too many.
Yeah, I got a lot of hats. What's my hat count? All right, let's see right here. 4, 8. So this is like 20, let's say 40 over here. What's we looking at over there? 4,
like
8.
60 on that wall?
Okay, probably.
I'm going to say like 300 hats.
Probably close to 300.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 to 300. All right, where is that river boy? There he is. Oh, he's kind of awake. What's up, river boy? He's sleeping. He loves hanging out.
You said he's kind of awake, and then you said he's sleeping.
Yeah, that's where the kinda comes in.
Oh, he's awake.
What's up, dude? But he wants to stay there, so we can't bring too much attention to him, you know. All right, so yeah, thanks for asking. All right, got a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has. That's sweet. That's sweet. Is IFRA legit, or is it just another BS regulatory agency that small businesses like can't? Oh, no. IFRA is very legit, beyond needed, and is one of the least corrupt bodies of anything that I've seen. Essentially, every major developed country has scientists that contribute to IFRA, and their job is to take different fragrance oils and essential oils and test them on different parts of the body and how they absorb and how they can negatively affect people. And the reason why that's important is just do a quick Google search of essential oil burns and see the images, see the news stories you get. The stuff is legitimately dangerous. And the same with fragrance oils. There's some crap out there. And we need people to be able to evaluate those and at least tell us what's safe or not. There's zero money in it for IFRA. Nothing. Lobbyists can't impact them. There's no pay for it. It's just like good scientists doing the right thing. And I'm very critical of the government. I'm very critical of science in general. I'm beyond critical of doctors. I'm not the guy to like those kind of things. Just let me put that out there. I normally am very adverse to anything like that. IFRA is fantastic, and there's nothing about hurting small business. If anything, it helps small business because they can make a difference compared to the big boys by doing scents like this. You're not going to see this in a store. And so, no, any company that complains about IFRA, run far away. Don't look back. Don't ever even return their message. Run. IFRA is an unbelievable source of safety. And again, if you don't believe me, just look up on Google right now, essential oil burns, and you will see how serious that. Oh, a little comfy boy. How serious that stuff can be. So yeah, no, it's needed. That shelf we just had, I don't know where that was from like a Hobby Lobby.
Oh
or
my
something.
gosh, it's so old. It's probably like 13 years old.
Yeah. All right, Jose, I have starred your question. We will get to that one. I promise. And Sam, when the show is over, please give that big man a thank you hug for me.
Give that man a big thank you hug.
Okay.
Big man.
I was so confused. I thought he was calling me a big man. Like, thank you, Donald. At first, I thought it was about River, and then okay. The support and confidence he gave me the last 45 days rejuvenated me, and I achieved success because of him. There ain't crap because of me, dude. That's you. I didn't even know what you were talking about at first, but I got you now. So, no, dude, proud. You know how proud I am. I've been telling Sam about it literally every step of the way, dude. I'm like over here, I'm like, oh, it's like my sports team winning, you know? So I couldn't be happier for you. And that goes for anybody out there, man. If you guys know me, I just want people to win. I just like making people happy. Dude, it's a cool thing. IFRA keeps you safe from people who have no idea what they're doing. Yes. Spot on. All right, and Corey, I've started your question as well. We will hit that at the question time. That's refreshing to hear, honestly. Yeah, no, trust me. I would love to dunk on IFRA. I would get so much more traction. I would get so much more applause to say it's corrupt, it's holding the little man down. Like, I'd get a lot of street cred, but it's not true. So I'm not going to say it. So yeah. All right, Mike, I've starred yours as well. That's a great one. Better than OSHA. I don't know much about OSHA other than when I was teaching, they had little random things that no one followed. Like, did you know you're not supposed to teach with open toe shoes? So like every single female elementary school teacher is breaking OSHA daily. Like there's so many little things. All right, Deadman's hat for your next match. Yeah, I bet I won't make it. Nice. Okay, Big Red, I'm excited to hear what you got. All right. Okay. Got it. Sam just gave that reaction. Hopefully you guys were able to be there to check it out. And at the end of the show, stay tuned, $50 gift card. $50 gift card. Yeah, I don't know anything about OSHA. I can't tell you if it's corrupt or anything like that, but IFRA is a fantastic source. I am very happy that they're here. Yeah, very, very, very happy that they're here. Sam, what's your favorite flower? Quick.
Lilac.
Easy. Mine too, for the record.
They're about to bloom here.
Oh,
so excited.
The best smell in the world is when you're out and you just randomly smell that. Mm-hmm. And Jacob would know, but Mackinac Island, the whole island smells like it when it doesn't smell like horse poop.
Ooh,
so, man. Love it. Spent several years in that school district life. Actually, I just had someone that I'm not going to say any names, of course, but it's not Ken. I know you guys' brain will go there first, but I had a teacher friend who's in all of our chats, friend of the community, that's like, hey, I'm thinking about leaving teaching. It's a lot of stuff is adding up. I can't get behind what they're teaching now. There's so much stress. I can't do this 30-year plan like they force on teachers. What are your thoughts? How did you do it? What do you think now? One of the easiest decisions ever looking back.
Yep.
Ever. And if I didn't have this, I would have figured something out. I was getting out of teaching one way or another. Yep, one way or another. Ooh, Emily's said they don't have lilac down in Arizona, but maybe we'll get some in Iowa. Yeah, they're not here yet, but we have some at our house, and we're hoping it's
I bet
soon.
Iowa has them. They're more south
a little bit
than us.
south, yeah. Yep. We've been transplanting the bushes onto our property. Oh, so good. Where are you getting them from? Legally? Legally? All right, guys, hats are up. If you like this hat, it is available right meow from Deadman's Beard Co. Again, you guys, branded bills right there. Love the string. You got that nice, breathable, athletic mesh, that performance mesh. Gotcha. Quiet Sam drinks coffee?
Yep.
She does.
Sure do.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Holland, Michigan. Tulip Festival.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Mike, I have no clue how you snagged that so fast. Just saved it right before. Nice. Nice. Thanks, Mike. You're the man. All right. Got it. Love that hat. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate that. Beautiful. Okay. There's a bunch of that stuff I want to keep talking about, but we'll see what just comes up naturally. And first, it is time for the game. I really liked this last week. Did you like the game?
Oh, I forgot about the game. Yeah.
You liked it?
Yes.
Good. Okay. This week, guys, we're going to try going all based on your submitted topics.
It's gone.
Because I feel like that would be like I did it to showcase how they should be done. You know, it's not like wildly inappropriate or anything like that. But I didn't want to come up with the topics anymore because I feel like it's leading. Like I know the answer to each one that I come up with. So I want them to come from you guys. So what's up, Steven? So what this game is, and you guys please get involved if you would like. But essentially, it's you and a partner. Can be your spouse, can be a family member, can be a friend, can be your pet. I don't know how they answer, but it's up to you. And there's going to be a topic, and you are going to pick which one better fits that topic. And so we're not guessing. So this is one where it is a Sam or Dan answer. So for example, last week, what were some of the ones we did last week? Like who was a better speller?
Yeah.
Somebody did.
I don't know. I blacked out.
Who is more confident in their own looks?
Yep.
Stuff like that, right? Who likes spicy food more? Those kind of things. And so if you guys could throw out some topics like that you want to hear between Sam and I and our thoughts on which one we think fits as compared to the other one. And again, it can be either one. And I'll start it off. With one because I don't know which way you would go. And I don't know which way I would go yet either. So the first topic is going to be in our day-to-day life, Sam or Dan, which one swears more? Who on a day-to-day life? Ooh, I like that one. See, Christopher, perfect one. Keep those ones coming, you guys. Who swears more?
All right.
Day-to-day life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Reveal. See, I thought it was me. I think it's me.
I don't think so.
I think I do. I think, okay, here's my take. I use them as poignant sentence enhancers. Sam uses them as just free flowing.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So, man, I was going to go me on that one. I think that's fair, though. I think that's
Everybody
fair.
said me.
Everybody said you, yeah. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. That's a compliment.
Hats are up, you guys. Hats are up. Okay. My wife, I'm very professional. Okay, yeah, I guess if you have like a professional portion of your day, you can't.
Yeah.
So, all right. And guys, keep the categories coming. I like these ones. All right. We got questions out there. Gotcha. All right, next one.
Okay.
Who is more angry? Don't let me see. I don't even want to see your I'm switching up between lowercase and uppercase just so she can't see the motion.
Well, I know the answer.
All right. You got yours out there?
Yep.
All right. Hey, what's up, Jesse? Who is more angry? Okay. Sam. Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
I rarely get angry. Once in a while at the kids' actions. Once in a while at like dumb parents.
Lots of things anger me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's Greg. It's the newlywed game. Yeah, for sure. Well, I like that. Okay, and keep the topics coming, you guys. You guys got some good ones already. Got some good ones. Okay. I got a few. Sam's like, she don't play that BS. Yes. All right. Okay. Good ones, guys. All right, unless it's a dumb soccer parent. Then I was, I don't know if I was angry, but I was forceful. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay. All right. Next one. You ready?
Yep.
Pickier eater. All right. Ready?
Yep.
Reveal.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I don't like the word picky. I think I just know what I like, okay?
Dan doesn't like a lot of vegetables.
I don't, and I'm okay. I think I'm just right.
Dan doesn't like salad.
I
Dan
don't.
doesn't like coffee.
Okay.
Dan doesn't like tomatoes.
You repeated yourself on the first one, okay?
What?
You said, I don't like vegetables, and then you said, I don't like salad.
Salad has other things in it, too.
A little bit redundant. There. All right, next one. Better sense of fashion. Better sense of fashion. There could be some variables here.
There's none.
All right. Sam, yeah. I ask her about my outfits, but I help her with hers too. And I guess it depends on where her mindset's at. 'Cause if she's in a bad mindset.
That's funny because it's always like I always ask, and I must subconsciously think like, oh, he's going to pick the one that I am picking in my head, but I'm giving him the options. You always pick the opposite one.
I'm always right.
Always. And I always end up going with what I want.
All right. Who does the discipline in the household? All right. Ready?
Yep.
Dan. That's
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Dan is the authoritarian in the house.
Yeah.
I can yell and scream at the kids all day long, and they will not flinch. And Dan comes in and says the same thing in the same tone.
Sam.
Wow.
No, that's probably the most lopsided one yet. I'm most of the discipline.
Yeah.
And it's conscious. It's not just something like I know a lot of people are like, oh, 2025, we don't believe in gender roles and this, that. No, we do. we do. We feel like there's some things that fit a softer personality, a nourishing personality, a motherly personality differently than things that fit a strong male, a strong father figure. And that's one of them for us. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, don't mess with Mama Bear. No, Sam's the one that will coddle's not the right
loving
word.
Parent.
Yeah, Sam will, and I am too, but if there's like a tougher situation that needs to happen, I'm going to be the one with the toughness, and then they'll go to Sam first, and then eventually they'll come to me. Mm-hmm. But when I say disciplinarian, nothing's over the top. My kids, they beyond love me. Like, Violet's a daddy's girl. Like, there's nothing about that. The boys, so it's a coach, and it's more like a coach. I don't discipline like some old school dad or anything like that.
There's no beating happening in our house.
Laura said you both look tan. Oh, thanks. Lots of soccer.
Thanks. We have been outside. I mean, you see this tan line? See that? See that?
Mm-hmm. You see that peeling? I saw it.
That's this arm.
Yeah. Okay. Got that one. These ones are good. All right. Who has the worst toenails? Obviously me. We're not doing that one, Donnie. Get out of here. I just clipped them, okay? Get off my back right before the show. All right? All right. Who has better hygiene? Who has better hygiene?
Interesting.
That is interesting.
That is interesting.
I've never thought of that one. That's... Okay. Ready? Okay. And we're close. Sam has fantastic hygiene. I think I probably have better hygiene than most humans on the planet, though. I stay really clean.
Dan is like not a stinky person.
Yeah.
And so I am. And so
not really. She's hard on her, so that's not true.
That's like, it levels me down. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just a sweaty gal.
Yeah. You guys know me. I'm an obsessive person. I don't obsess about a lot of things. But if I do obsess about it, it's to the moon. And my hygiene's one. I shower twice a day, brush my teeth twice a day. I'm gotta smell good. So yeah. All right. Who is a better driver, Dan or Sam? All right, Dan or Sam. This one, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but it's me. Yeah, it's me by a lot.
Who's the better parker?
Me.
Also Dan.
She's not. All right.
As I get older, my parking. I feel like I just said this to you guys.
Who's the better parking spot locator?
Me.
That's Sam. I'll give that to her.
Who dilly-dallies in the parking lot the most?
Okay, better cook. All right, better cook without any details. This is all we have right here. I know.
Okay.
Who is the better cook. Hey, easy. Don't be
What?
giving it away.
I'm not.
Without any other details. Ready? I agree.
I was like, what?
Tell them the details that do matter.
I don't grill, and I don't like to cook meat.
Yeah. So I do
I don't season meat well.
Yeah.
And I don't cook meat well.
I do the grilling. I do, if it's steak or chicken, I do that. Sam does ground beef and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's not an issue. Yeah, that's easy peasy. But if we need, like, to eat some meat where we're going to taste it and the texture matters, I'm going to be the one cooking it.
Dan is the meat cooker, but I'm like the meal maker.
100%. And she's better at coming up with sides and ideas, and Sam comes up with the meals that we're going to have. So Dan is high maintenance for my hygiene, for sure. Yep, for sure. All right. Who lives dishes in the sink? That's even.
Both of us.
Yeah, both of us.
I hate doing dishes.
We've both. That used to be a major like pet peeve of ours. You never found dishes in the sink, and now they don't stay for a long time. But if it's like there's a couple tonight, we'll get them tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's not a big deal. So yeah. Who's had the most wrecks? I've had one car wreck. Yeah.
Knock on wood.
That one wasn't my fault though, but yeah. If you shower twice a day, do you use beard wash? No, just once. No, just once on the day. Okay. I swear, Sam's my spirit animal. I can't cook meat. So funny. So funny. Okay. All right. I think we do have a dishwasher. Yep. Yep. Okay. Also, Violet does throw dishes in the sink.
I'm surprised she hasn't broken anything yet.
Yep. All right, 2 more, and then if we have time at the end, we'll come back to it. I love this game. This is fun. This is what a secure relationship looks like in this game. Because everyone's like, don't get divorced. Don't play that game.
Oh, gosh.
All right. This one's a good one. Who is better with constructive criticism? With constructive criticism. Okay. I don't know where you're going on this one, but we shall see. Constructive criticism. So somebody offers you in the relationship, whatever, constructive criticism. How do you react? Okay. Yeah, it's me by 7,000 miles. Sam is a processor.
Yeah.
I am instant with my thoughts, and there's pros and cons to both. There's advantages for Sam processing. There's advantages for being able to respond in the moment. If Sam is given constructive criticism, oftentimes it is not accepted until a couple of days, weeks, or years go by. And then it is accepted. I'm more the type to say, okay, that hurts. Let me process it. You're right. I will adjust. And then we go from there.
I think it's a childhood trauma thing.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, it's not.
I just cannot. My brain said, nope. Fight him.
And she's working on it. Yeah, she's working on it. And so it's she's working on it, but there's a lot to unpack on that one. And it's deep for sure. But yeah, and it's vastly better than it was 10 years ago, which is better than it was 5 years ago. So it's getting better and better and better. Yeah, I understand the processing. Yeah.
Some brains are different. Everybody's brain is different.
No. When I'm given information, my brain just goes, press it, and I can have a full discussion. I can have a full confrontation. I can have a full anything in the moment. Sam's just doesn't go that way.
I take the information in, and then my information gets put into the back until I'm in a safe spot, and then I can bring it back out and think about it. I cannot think about information that I'm given in the moment.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Which in the grand scheme of things, I don't recommend in life. Because there are times where you should absorb information and adjust, and I'm not talking towards me or Sam in this situation, but you should be able to own it or apologize. However, fight or flight is a real freaking thing. And if your brain goes into that,
I've been in it for the past 5 years. So,
it is what it is. Yeah.
We're working on it, okay?
Do you take things personal?
Everything is personal.
But not even just personal. She takes them irrationally personal. It's way further than personal, where I can kind of disassociate, remove myself and say, okay, yeah. In the moment, it's boom. But then her pendulum swings the other way, and she takes a lot of personal ownership of it, but sometimes too much. Where if you say, hey, Dan, you're doing this, I'll process it and say, okay, I'm doing that. Let me adjust it. If you tell Sam, hey, you're doing this, she's like, okay. But then she takes it 10 degrees too far. And you're like, no, you didn't do all that. I'm just saying this. Sam's brain's a Y2K computer.
It is. I'm stuck.
Yeah, that's so funny. So funny. She does not make rushed decisions. That is very, very true.
No, I think about things.
Yeah. And this is important too, because I do think you need a balanced relationship. I will say, in business, Sam's brain would not be good.
Mm-mm.
In business, you need to act fast. You need to take chances and go. I literally mean this, you guys. It is better to act and make a mistake, learn and adjust from it in business, than it is to overthink, go slow, put off decisions. Every second you do that, other people are capitalizing. And that's something I read about it this week too. And so it's just been staying on my mind. I think I talked to Nate about it. If you want to do, like if someone is like, Dan, I'm thinking about leaving teaching and going into this, that, be ready to make risky, fast decisions and own them like hell, which is the opposite of teaching, the opposite of most salary jobs. You just want to be right here. This side of things, you got to act.
It literally bit me in the butt today because we're going to Columbus for a week for a soccer camp for Maddox in the summer. And I was like, oh, shoot, I keep looking at Airbnbs and forgetting to book something. So I went to get on to book the one that I've been looking at. Sold out. But we are staying at a very cool, brand new one.
Yeah.
So maybe it worked out.
But Brian's a business owner. He gets it. This is one that's not even like negotiable. It is much better to act fast, make a mistake, and learn from it than do nothing and learn nothing. Remember that. That is important. That is important here. And so, Sam, how do you respond in the moment so that you're able to process it later?
I accept the information and move on. I don't say anything about anything in the moment. It's just like, I just say, okay. And that's it.
Yeah, Jacqueline, that was a great one. Thank you, by the way. I really liked that one. I like the deeper ones there. So yes. And then real quick, do you miss going to work? Heck no. No. The greatest pleasure in my life is Tuesdays driving by my old school and seeing them there an hour after their school day because they have some bogus BS meeting that they have to be at, and I get to go right by them and give them the bird. And so, yeah, no. And I know I'm supposed to say yes, right? That's like a weird thing when you leave teaching. Everyone's like, you're supposed to be like, oh, I miss it. And the kid, no, not at all. Not at all. And so, yeah, Erica could see my commute. So, yes. Yep. Dan and I spoke about this the other day. I'd go homeless before going, nope, I will never work for someone like that. Nope, never, ever, ever. And we will get moving here. It's the weirdest feeling for me is having kids in school and wanting them to have great teachers. And I've said this before, but also understanding how horrible education is right now and how terrible it is to be a teacher. It's the weirdest dichotomy of my life. Like, I want great teachers, but don't go into teaching. Leave teaching. It's tough, man. There was like Jax's teacher went to B-dubs when me and Violet were there yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And there was 9 of them, bought the whole table's lunch just because I know how need, especially elementary school teachers, how needed they are and how hard their job is. There should be a different word for teaching middle school and high school, because it's not the same profession as teaching elementary. That's a different world entirely, and their job is harder. If anybody tells you teaching middle school is the hardest, it has unique challenges. It's nowhere near teaching elementary. Nowhere near. And I have experience. So
I volunteered in the classroom today, and it was utter chaos.
Yep. It is. Yeah, don't don't go into teaching. Don't allow family members to go into teaching. It's not good. Yeah, it's not good at all. So yes. Okay. Got that. Couple quick questions here. Oh no, one last one. Who is more vain? Now I want to look up the definition of vain just so I have a full understanding of vain. So the definition of vain is excess pride, okay, about one's appearance or abilities, or unsuccessful, fruitless efforts, as in vain.
It's not the second one, the first one.
First one. So excess pride. See, I didn't know that. I thought vain was like you care about like your brands, your fashion names, and stuff like that. No, it's like
you're conceited.
Oh, okay. So interesting. Why did I you're so vain? All right, let me see this again. Excessive pride.
Look at this is a good one.
Okay. Having or showing undue or excessive pride in one's appearance or achievements. Conceited? See, I don't like this.
You don't like what?
I don't think either of us are vain. But okay, if we got to answer. All right. Ready? Okay. Dan, but I don't think that fits. Like, I genuinely do not think. So this, again,
you
the
look
definition.
In the mirror and you're like, damn, I look good. I look so good. And I don't think most people are like that.
Okay.
You're prideful in your appearance. Like, you don't ever look in the mirror and be like, I'm chubby. Look, I'm pasty white. Like,
no.
Never.
Why would you? What does that help?
It is not a learned trait.
What? Why would it help me to look in the mirror and be like, oh, you're ugly. Like, let's have a bad day. But I don't go around saying I'm hot or anything like that. I don't walk around being like, ooh, everybody's looking at me like I'm some sex symbol.
Are we done?
Yeah, okay. With the game. We might come back to it, guys. Or like marked by, no, see.
That's different. That's a different form of
right,
vain.
but here, undue or excessive pride in your achievements, that's wild to me. Like, you should be excessively proud of your achievements. That's crazy.
It is you, though.
But this is in such a negative way. I have excessive pride in my achievements. Mm-hmm. Excessive, that means too much.
You bring up achievements a lot. Is that too much?
Wow. All right. So this is why people don't play the game. Understood. More than is necessary, normal, desirable, immoderate. See, I don't think that's fair.
I guess it's to each their own kind of a thing.
Yeah. Interesting. Dan isn't vain in public? Well, dang. Just in private? Wow.
No matter which way he's taking offense.
That's crazy. Jeez Louise. That's confidence. Yeah. Hey, that's, no doubt. Jamie on Ted. I'm the farthest thing from Jamie. I don't walk around like that at all. So interesting. I had a girlfriend whose parents had bikini pictures of themselves on the beach walls. Okay.
Wow.
Interesting. You're ugly. Let's have a bet. Yeah. Who would ever say that? I just don't get the purpose.
Nobody says it. Nobody's like, I'm ugly. Let's have a bad day. It's you look in the mirror and you're like, fudge, I look terrible. Now my mood is off. That's how that works.
Okay. All right. Let's do who's more dumb. That's easy. No, just kidding. I meant that as humble. Oh no, She was like, he doesn't do it in public. Golly. So no, it's so funny. The constructive criticism. Yeah, it's so funny. So for me, one thing with me is I am abundantly clear of who I am. I'm abundantly clear of my value, and I think that intimidates people because most people aren't. I really believe most people undersell themselves. Most people are hard on, and they said, whether it's like a mental thing or not, most people are undue hard on themselves. How much of a better world would it be if people looked in the mirror and they were like, I look great. Let's have a great day.
Oh, no doubt.
You know?
I think it's easier said than done kind of thing.
But just think about the conversation we just had. How many people took vain in the way that we were describing me as a negative trait? Almost everybody, right? It was just painted in a negative way. But would the world be better if people approached it like that?
Saying vain is negative or
No. Having the approach of looking in the mirror and being like, I look good. Let's have an awesome day.
Yeah.
So you get perspective is important, you guys. Oftentimes when you're the odd person out, they want to judge and throw negative traits. But if we look
Nobody's
at it,
judging you.
that was the whole thing right there. No, for real though. I know it's uncomfortable to look at that stuff, but that's real. So here's an example of that. We had a soccer tournament this weekend, and we were playing this team that is Ukrainian. They all speak Ukrainian, the kids, the coaches, the parents. And they have 2 team photographers. Now, these were 8-year-olds. And the 2 team photographers, and it's not parents. They travel and take pictures of all their age groups. Everybody kind of makes fun of this team because they have professional photographers. And they follow them. We sat back for a second. We're like, why is it so natural to make fun of that? But we actually would love that. We would love that.
That would be very cool if our team had that.
Right? Yeah, Ken says, I'm in Judge Dan. Yeah, that's wild to say they weren't judging. That was an entire segment of judging.
Okay, but pause for a second.
Yeah.
The question was, who is more vain?
Right. And so the answers that was given to explain it were all in a negative lens. And I'm saying, how in the world is that a negative thing? Why are we looking at that like it's negative? That's backwards and wrong.
Because I'm so opposite of vain. I'm 0% confident, and you're 100% confident. So you would be more vain than me.
Right.
That's all the question was asking.
No, I agree.
Not like,
but then
is Dan vain?
But then the follow-up is we explained why I was on the more vain side, and it was painted in a very negative picture.
Okay.
And so I don't think that that's a negative thing, though. I think that that's crazy. So yeah, I'm the same exact way. Yeah, and there's probably, whether it's societal or genetic, there's probably more leanings towards males and the way hormones work. Like I get all that, but I think that that's a wild take to say those things are in any kind of negative leaning, which it was. It really was. And so yeah, it's an interesting thing. And so okay. Confidence is having pride in yourself. Cocky or vain is when you have to tell everyone about it all the time. Yeah, and the cocky thing too, it's different because like somebody mentioned Jamie from Ted Lasso. We would all agree that that's cocky. Mm-hmm. But that's not, there's way more to it than just telling people. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you interact with people.
Cocky's like putting other people down while trying to boost yourself up.
Yes, 100%. 100%. And also, especially if we're talking, I know Emily was joking there, but about the constructive criticism, again, there's an understanding of yourself and your self-value and just reality. And constructive criticism is only like potent when it actually hits, when it actually is relevant. Otherwise, it's not really that constructive. Did I get your drift? Look up the definition of narcissist and get a similar vibe. Yeah, and that's tough too, because how often has narcissist been thrown out today when it's a clinical diagnosis and it's like, do we even know what narcissist is anymore?
If you look up any definition of narcissist, I feel like it hits me to a T, but I feel like we'd never say that I was a narcissist.
No.
Every time I read a definition of narcissist, I'm like, I'm a narcissist.
No, not in the slightest.
Time.
Yeah, not in the slightest. So, yeah, interesting. Yeah, and this is fair. Beantown says vain, and this is what Sam was saying. Vain is negative, but no one's actually calling you vain. You're just more than...
Exactly. Yeah, 100%.
I get that, but you also have to acknowledge when we were acknowledging the traits of why I was more towards that, they were not like, no, you're just more vain than Sam. They're all positive things. They weren't. They were things that were painted in a more negative way. And so, Dan is saying we take vain in a negative way when we shouldn't. Kind of. I mean.
Oh, yeah, you're 100% saying that.
Kind of. But it's
just like a societal thing that vain is used as a negative term.
Yeah, but I do have a disagreement with that because the word undue. To be vain, it says undue or excessive. And I don't think that a lot of people, when we're describing traits of vain, the traits we would describe, I don't think are undue or excessive, right? Looking in the mirror and saying, hey, I look good today, let's have a great day, I don't think is undue or excessive. And that's in the definition. So I think that that's an important distinguishing factor. All right. A person who has an excessive interest or admiration in themselves. So, I mean, if we went.
See, I've never seen that definition before.
Yeah. Interesting. But you do have, if we looked at society, you do have an excessive interest in yourself.
Yeah, I'm very selfish.
But I'm not even saying that. It just says excessive interest. See, I'm big. When we do definitions, it's about the only time I'm big on semantics. And I think the words really matter. Excessive interest in yourself. You have an unbelievable interest in yourself, but it's learning about yourself. Mm-hmm. It's learning about your health. It's learning about your childhood trauma. It's trying to figure out the why of now because of back then.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you have it in a like selfish way.
I think so.
I disagree. Yeah, I disagree. So yeah. Yeah, no, vain by definition. I agree. And that's what I'm saying there. The undue or excessive, that in by no ways is what I'm saying is what should be normal. I just don't think that the ways people would say that I'm more vain is a negative way. And so, yeah, you're not vain, you're confident and a positive person. Vain is a tough thing. Yeah, for sure. It's interesting. And like I said, I don't know where that got in my head. I think it's just that song, "You're So Vain," whatever.
Oh my gosh.
But I associate it with like brands, you know?
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. If the example doesn't fit the definition, it's not an appropriate example. Okay. All right. That's fair. Yeah. Excessive interest in yourself at the expense of others. Narcissism. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's wow. That's literally like we've never talked about like narcissism and you and putting in the sentence. I've never seen that. So yeah, I love me some me. Right. And also, yeah. And oh man, I could go forever on this stuff because this is what I think about all the time. And it's like, you don't want to be around someone who is a real narcissist. You don't want to be around someone who's actually outwardly cocky. But if you're going to be around people all the time, is it more enjoyable to be around people that do believe in themselves than not? I mean, most of the time, yes. And so it's just interesting on how insecurities paint societal views on things, where it's almost cooler to be insecure and it's a negative thing to believe in yourself. And it's just wild how that comes about if we look at it. Walter says, I swear I thought vain was a positive thing. Interesting.
I didn't necessarily think it was a negative thing. I just thought it was like somebody who just really like loves themselves and loves everything about themselves.
Interesting. Yes.
Like not necessarily like bad.
Yeah. Vain would be a person who judges people for not wearing, and that's how I took it. That was my understanding of vain, where you're like, oh, you're not wearing the same clothes as me and you don't have this designer brand. That's what I got.
See, but I don't see vain as even thinking about anybody else.
Yeah, I guess nothing in the definition related to other people. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot to that. I think there's a difference between self-confidence and being vain. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Because it's weird how if you do have self-confidence and like you said, you absolutely know your value, how people immediately want to paint that as excessive or too much. What if it is just somebody's very aware, you know? Mm-hmm. And so it's interesting. But also if somebody's very aware of themselves that do not have a bunch of achievements and do not have a bunch of things that they're prideful, it's the same thing, but why is that considered a totally different situation? Manifestation. Ooh. So judging others based on the brand would be a manifestation of saying, I'm the best because I wear Gucci and Prada. And then the manifestation would be, you don't, so you're less than me. Interesting. All right, Rob, take care, man. Interesting. Yeah. And that, yeah, I think someone who isn't self-confident might think someone is vain if they are. That's exactly what I'm saying. The insecurities can drive that. So interesting.
But back to the question.
Yeah.
It was just about us.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's interesting. He said, "This is too much learning for me." Exactly. Yeah. I like thinking about manifestations too on those kinds of things. Interesting. All right. Hey, Dan, at the Expo San Antonio, do they typically have beard product for sale? So Blanco, the premiere in San Antonio is only for industry professionals. Not my rule, not my wording. That's what they put. So it's for like barbers and people within that world. If you're not, you can go in like the lobby, what is that? Like the concourse area and then hang on stuff. But they don't let people that aren't in the industry not in, which I hate. I wish they did. Dan, once a month, Friday night stream, adult hours, gentleman vibes. Maybe. Our Fridays are nuts. We don't have Fridays right now available.
That's
so,
true.
yeah.
I feel like one Beard Advice Live a month should be dedicated to like not child-friendly things.
Yeah.
And we can talk about other things.
It's an interesting thought. That would be a new chapter on the channel. There would be a lot of people not comfortable with that, but there'd be a lot of people that love it.
But there are 3 other ones.
Yeah. Yeah. But people do look forward to this. And if, yeah. So, yeah, interesting. We'll think about it. We'll discuss it. So, yeah. All right. Other things, Walter said.
Other things. I don't know.
All right. Here is our real only main entry of the night, you guys. Steve B. Quality product. He uses quality products. Straighten with a comb, low setting hair dryer, heated brush on mustache and sides of chin, balm, then comb, then shape by hand. Also noticed the soul patch area was not growing as long as the beard, so I trimmed it up and made a slight difference to the thin area. Thank you for any advice you can give me. Thin in the middle. How can I fix it? All right, so his main thing here is he feels that it's thin in the middle. How can he fix this? All right. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got here. Steve.
Nice.
Awesome, dude. Okay. So thin in the middle. I believe he is talking about this portion here, right?
Okay.
If you look hyper closely, it does look like the strength is kind of right here and right here on his beard. And he did all the things, guys. So he uses he straightens with a comb, hair dryer, heated brush, balm, doing all the stuff. And any thoughts from you initially?
I don't know because he's doing all the stuff.
Right.
So.
Right. We can't say use heat.
Yeah.
Can't say that.
I honestly don't see the thin in the middle situation. Like, does he mean
thin in the middle, but she got much back? Brian's thick in the middle. Me too, Brian. Me too. That's the belly talking. I'm just kidding. No, I agree. So Steve, I think your beard is fantastic, dude. I love, especially the side shot shows it all. You have no issues. There's no growth patterns. This is just simply the case of continually tweaking your styling routine and make sure you're getting your blow dryer from up and underneath. So the heat should be pointing like this direction while you comb. So the heat's going to blast up here. And then you comb out and away, and that's really going to bring all of this together. And it's just simply trial and error. And I know you're like, Dan, I pulled all my head hair out trying the trial and error. Just keep messing with it, keep playing with it, and I think you will be entirely fine. And yeah, Leo said it spot on. I think your soul patch is longer than most. It doesn't grow like the rest of the beard anyway. Spot on. Yep, spot on. But this is it. Yeah. Blow dryer up for some volume. Exactly. And I think that will do a lot to help you. He said, I'm dead. What? No, you're not. You're here. No, just kidding. So yeah, dude, keep it going. It looks awesome. It's just little tweaks. Also, one of the cases where you're looking way closer than anybody else will. That is it. Yep, that is it. Oh yeah, we would discuss all that. UFOs, government psyops, gorilla. Yeah, ancient. Yes. That's what we talk about.
Yeah,
so,
it doesn't necessarily have to be dirty things.
Right.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Right. Jeez, guys. Perhaps he has a natural French fork. Yeah, it's a little bit in there. Yeah, no doubt. Thanks, guys. No, thank you, man. Thank you for sending in. All right, Dakota. I've been thinking about using Nair on my head because I'm partially bald and shave it completely, and was wondering if I need to be worried about the Nair running into my beard when I go to rinse it, or would it be okay as long as I washed immediately afterwards? Let me hit my take, and then you can alter, piggyback, do whatever you would like.
Walter.
I don't know anything about Nair other than it kills hair. Zero knowledge beyond that. If your beard is fully saturated in water and the Nair isn't just running by itself, it only runs off once you rinse it or wash it, I don't know the process, your beard's probably going to be okay, but I did use the word probably because I don't know enough to say. The obvious answer would be don't risk it, but I don't know if Sam knows more about Nair or anything because I know nothing.
Do not use Nair.
Okay,
please,
here we go.
Nobody use Nair. It is an atrocious chemical, and you can burn your skin. Don't do it. Don't. Not worth it. Not worth the risk. If it's wet and you still get it in there, because you can use it in the shower where everything's wet, it's still gonna, your hair's still gonna go. Don't do it.
Okay.
Find another way.
We have several people talking about the
all the women are like, no.
Yep. Interesting. Yeah,
no.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've heard the word Nair in 10 years. So that's, yeah. Okay. All right. I do not recommend Sean's advice on screen. He's a little bit spicy tonight. Yes, I didn't highlight a comment from Sean recently either. Sean, whatever you're sipping on, easy, buddy. No, just kidding. Yeah, I don't know anything about Nair, so I can't help there. But it sounds like pretty solid logic to not do it.
Please don't.
Okay. Yep. There you go. Walter said, I asked what Nair was 3 times out loud, but then she said she used it. What? All right. Never use it. Never use it. Oh, here's Dakota. He said, thanks for the advice. Yeah, man. Great question. Yeah, great question. Guess there's no IFRA, right? All right. And then our last submitted entry, anonymous. What should I value most in looking for beard products? This is a new person. They're like, dude, I'm lost. Should I base my first purchases on scents, ingredients, reputation, brand vibes, marketing, other? What are your thoughts? How should a new beardsman approach prioritize? Now, of course, there's personal preference, blah, 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 blah. What do you think?
For me, okay, I'm just going to go from those 4 up at the top. Number 1, I think it would be reputation. If you have a good reputation, you're probably going to have quality ingredients. So that'll lend itself to that. And you will find a scent that you like from most companies in their array of scents.
Agreed.
So I don't think that's... And then vibes, I guess, kind of for me go with reputation.
Okay.
Like, that's kind of mixed together.
Okay.
But I think reputation for me would be 1. In the small batch beard community, not like going to Target and seeing like, you know, who has the best reviews on Target.com. Like, not that kind of thing. Yeah.
I didn't come in with this answer, but I agree. And I think you're right. I was going to say ingredients first, but if you're a new beardsman, you probably don't know which ingredients to look for.
That's exactly what I said in my head beforehand.
So reputation would be more important there if you know where to look. It's all complicated. There's nothing easy here. I agree, actually. I agree. The reputation would be important. I would take brand vibes and marketing as a way to cross companies off your list, rather than make a purchase based on them. But I would say, I'm not ever vibing with that company. Scent, you will figure out. Don't worry about that. Yeah, good answer. I agree. I agree. Brand reputation. Interesting. I appreciate you guys. Dan's affiliates, yeah. And you guys know if it's an affiliate, it's going to be very, 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 very important for me about their reputation and about how they go about business. So, yeah. Awesome. All right. Da-da. All right. Now, let me see. We don't have that super duper extra time here, but a few of yours. There we go. Got that. Okay. RJT. How's squalene different from hemi? Do you want both? So all it is hemi, meaning half, right? Hemisphere is half the molecular weight of squalene oil. So essentially they take squalene oil and then there's an aspect of it that they extract out of the oil to get just the hemisqualene oil, and it's half the molecular weight. And do you want both? They're both fantastic. I love hemisqualene because it's very, very thin, but it doesn't act thin in the negative ways. I'm 1 year into growing my beard and it's coming in nice, but does tea tree and an oil what is tea tree oil supposed to do to your beard? So in most cases, it is a scent. In some cases, it's a very low potency of a carrier oil. There's a couple of companies that use that, and it's fantastic. I love tea tree oil. I love the way it smells. It's great for your skin. It has all the benefits you want from vitamin A, B, C. It's got all this stuff. It's really good for you, but too much can be very bad. But if it's a reputable company, they won't use too much. Is shelf life the reason quality beard oils are hard to find in store versus online? It's a major one, yes. Silicone will last 10 years. A quality oil is going to last 2 years. So that is a huge factor. Yes, 100%. How do you know if biotin is good if you buy it in the store? Reputation. Wow, that's wild. You'll know by your nails first. If biotin's working, you're first going to realize your nails are growing faster. Why? Because that's an easy measure by the whites of your nails, more so than just your hair. Other than that, just you got to do research, get quality. If it's a Rite Aid brand or a Walmart brand, in my experience, they're not quality. If you're constantly finding it, buy one, get one free, it's probably not quality. So yeah, there's a lot to that. All right. What is the deal with Deadman's doing cold press oils? Benefits, pros, cons? Cold press is the best way to extract any oil that's possible to do that. Other forms of extracting oils introduce heat and steam. Not the worst, but I would rather have cold pressed. Then the worst is chemically extracted. They'll use things like hexane to essentially disintegrate the shell of whatever the oil is in and then get the oil out that way. Well, the excess the excess hexane will be left in the final product. So yeah. All right. Dan, didn't you collaborate with a brand at Rite Aid? So I do have products in Rite Aid that I made. I do not no longer work with that company because they sold to another bigger company. Who knows in the future if I'm going to work with them or not. But that door is open. So we'll see. But yes, Rishi in Rite Aid I developed. Is there a sweet almond scented oil out there? Not that I'm aware of. There's almond butter. Copper John says almond butter scent, but I'm not aware of the sweet one. All right, here is a bread tube. Should I beard margarine or beard milk if I'm 6'5", huge beard and amazing calves? Milk. I'm going to stay away from the margarine on that one. So I'm going to go milk. What up, Scuba? Hey, guys, show some love to the legend, the OG in the game, Beard Tube, a.k.a. Scuba. I actually was talking about you today, Scuba, to a guy who was like, are all the channels the same as you? I was like, no, there's one very different than me. Very different than me. And I've never seen your picture and thinking about the lens of Eminem. I could see Eminem's face in your logo.
Definitely.
Do you have something to tell us, Scuba? Are you from 8 Mile? We're not that far. We're not that far, Scuba.
Way better calves.
Yeah, way better. Well,
2 full calves. I mean,
Scuba, if you have 2 complete calves, that would be an accurate statement. That would be. I lost half my calf. They call me decaf now, Scuba. They once called me half calf because I lost half my calf. So yeah, if you got 2, you won. Oh, man. I don't even know if Scuba knows that.
He probably's like, what?
Scuba, do you know that that's a true story? I killed half of my left calf.
Died. Depleted.
It is dead. The doctor used the word dead. Dead. Yeah, it's, man. Jeez, Ken, get that image out of there. And he says, you should probably switch to beard margin if you're half calf down. Half calf down. Wow. If I had AOL Instant Messenger, that would be my
Dang.
status. Half calf down. All right, guys. Shout out to Deadman's. Shout out to the giveaway here. There's a link in the chat. $50 gift card giveaway. Click it. Make it rain. Let's go. Half calf Dan is a true story. Did you explain how it happened? So I don't know 100% sure, but I started to notice changes in my calf. And I finally went to the doctor. They gave me the ultrasound. They did x-rays too.
They accidentally x-rayed you.
He says it wasn't an accident. And I asked someone else and they said, yeah, they have to check to see if something. I'm like, whatever. It seemed like an accident. Essentially, half of my calf muscle ripped off the bone and died. Now the other half of the calf is like forming around it to like strengthen it. He thinks I did it on like a leg day, that I went too hard on a certain, I don't know what that machine is called. Like a
calf machine?
It's the curl one is what he thinks I did. I think it's the calf machine. The calf machine I do 400 on and max out. And I probably went too hard sometime.
Yeah.
So he thinks I did it on a workout. I don't know. When I get pain, I ignore it and put it away.
Please don't do that, you guys.
And so, yeah, it can lead to worse problems.
Foot, calf.
Hey, my foot only bothers me every day. It's not that big of a deal. So, yeah. How do you maintain your beard when traveling? I go simple. So I will go with a beard wash and a beard oil most times. If it's a longer trip, I'll go with conditioner and butter.
Dylan.
But I keep it simple. Yeah, I just simply keep it simple. Too many entries. You got to go to your browser settings, clear your cache and your cookies, refresh, and you should be good to go. So yeah, use code DANCY for calf off. Oh geez. Oh geez.
That's good.
Yeah. You also do. So this is the problem. So I have this the name's on the doctor's.
Do you guys know this?
Yeah, so I have a natural, I've talked about it many times. I got a condition where my Achilles tendon is too tight. And so it forces me, and this is like, when I say forces, it's actually true. It's our kids too. It forces me to like walk on my tippy toes. And so when I do that, it's working the calves at all time. The problem with my foot is when I damaged my left calf, it actually loosened that tension, and that foot doesn't need to go on the tippy toes as much. And the other foot, it tries to. Well, now the problem with my toe is I went to the podiatrist and found out I have an extra bone in my toe, and it's only a problem because of the unbalance now.
You got to clip that other Achilles.
Yeah.
You want me to do it for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, tonight. So
Dan is a tippy toe walker. If you see him in public, he's just.
Yeah. No, it's dead. It'll never grow back. Yeah. How's the toe? Terrible. Yesterday was one of the worst days I've had in a long time. Today was okay, but no, toe's not good. Not good. So yeah, it's it's legitimately not ever coming back again. And now the question is if I need to have surgery on my other leg, either to clip that Achilles or get rid of the extra bone because it's causing wicked inflammation in my foot.
I feel like messing with the bone is not going to help anything. I think it's an Achilles thing.
Become a kickboxer and use that extra bone as an advantage, right? Well, I do soccer coaching, so it's kind of helping me. And as soccer, you can only play on your toes. There's no point of soccer on your heel. So it's probably why Maddox is such a beast. So yeah. Sam, be honest. Do you still check him out around the house when he's walking away from you?
Somebody has to tell him that he needs to stop tippy toe walking. And I'm the one to do that for him.
Whoa. So you know how often we talk about how Bryant's freakishly similar to me?
Yeah.
Like more so than mainly anyone?
Yeah.
Dan, I'm going to DM you. I have the exact same issue. Mind blown. Are you Gibby?
He's Gibby.
Gibby Sorelli?
You are Gibby, Dan's long-lost brother.
That's crazy. I don't know anybody that has that same issue. And this is diagnosed, guys, by a doctor. I'm not making this up.
It's really weird how similar you guys are.
It is weird.
It's like past just a coincidence now.
Now it's way past. 'Cause we've had some like business stuff and other things lately where it's like, there was something recently that happened. And even like our nighttime routines are very similar. You know, the way we slow our brains down is similar. Yeah. And my right calf is picturesque. It's model worthy. It's insane. So yeah, that's crazy. Brian, don't even text me. You're gonna mess up my brain.
Don't even text me.
Don't even talk to me anymore. Okay, please
You're
stop
not
it.
my friend.
Whoa, we can't say it out loud because we can't give people's locations away. But look at that.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's freaky.
Funny.
I guess I knew he was there. I didn't know he was in that specific town. I got to message you, my friend. All right, we have a giveaway winner that obviously Sam just saw me pull, but we talked about their location. That's so crazy. All right. No vanity here, folks. Yeah. Yeah, if I was vain, I would not be dissing my left calf right now. You would if you were a narcissist, wouldn't that be like you can't accept it? Like you would make something up, or I would assume. Wait, maybe I'm Gibby. That's what we were saying. All right, in the building, drop a comment, Eric Lee, so you can win this gift card giveaway. Dan, brother from another. No, we think he might be my brother from the same mother. Was just taken away by a hawk at an early age.
Is he your age?
I think Bryant's a couple years older than me.
Okay.
Maybe
Makes
not.
sense.
If not, he just looks like crap. I'm not sure.
Wow.
So, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. Yeah. Congratulations. All right. Congratulations, Mr. General Lee. Positive guy. 35. Oh, he's younger than me. All right. So pretty much same age. Pretty much. I thought he was a little bit older. All right. You win. He's just accomplished more in life at a younger age. Hey, Big Red. Thank you, man. You didn't have to do that. You know what? While you did that, let me do it as well. All right. We are going to donate 5 to the chat as well. That Beard Advice Live crew is like that core crew. You know, I love it. How old is Gibby? I never asked.
No clue.
I never asked. So, but man, thank you. I also threw out 5 memberships to the chat. Guys, if you are a new member, check out the channel exclusive emojis, especially the road to 100K. It's a massive goal from day one for me, and we're getting close. We're about 5,000 away by the end of this week. And so, yeah. What about my location? We were talking about I think he's okay with me addressing. I won't say the name, but we were talking about Bob, you know, from Frickin' Frack you met. He sent us this canyon in Florida, and it's in your area, and it's like this beautiful blue the blue water. The canyon has like zip lines, and it didn't look like your traditional Florida. And so, yeah. Why do they call you Big Red? He's got a red beard.
And he's big.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, could be. River's ready for bed. Let's check in.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
pass out.
He's out. He is ready for bed. Yeah, he is ready for bed. So, man, and thank you again, Big Red. Thank you, Christina, by the way. All right, guys and girls, thank you. That was a fun one. That was a deep one. I learned stuff. Hopefully you learned stuff. Hopefully you had fun. Always remember, Sam's a bad driver and parker, and so we got to keep that in mind. He said it's a little north of me, but it's very cool. Okay.
Good to know.
Oh, the production is too... Hey, Scoop, don't... Scoop, get this scuba out of here.
Oh, precious angel.
Yep. He's going to wake in a second. We should wake him, right? River boy! City boys! Oh, he's
out.
Sleeping. That boy's an alpha. Forgot to set up the calf cam. No, I retired it. It was half off. I went to buy a calf cam and it was half off. Oh, I could do this all night, guys. I could do this all night, but we fortunately got to go to bed. Gym in the morning, work those calves. What do we got tomorrow? We got upper body. We did legs last time. I think we're on bicep.
Have we done glutes at all?
Yeah.
Oh, we did that last time.
Yeah, that was our last one. Yep. We
quick.
got back and by tomorrow. So yes. Dan has been on it this week with with the depth of
my gosh.
Sometimes, man, the deepness just hits me. Like it just, I don't know why. I just get into those like philosophical moves. I'll be talking to the wrong people, Nate and Brian and Nick and stuff. All these like deep thinkers get my brain going. So yeah, he still refers to the Cavs in plural. No, how you do that, Scuba?
Oh.
Man, that's not those. Oh,
And Walter.
is 1.5 not plural, guys? I swear 1.5 is plural. Gosh, what's half a plural? Like just a half S sound? Goodness gracious. All right, can't wait to have somebody else in the beard world with a check mark. Well, help me get there. Gosh, no, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Scuba. It would be pretty crazy. There's not really anybody else
No,
with the check.
it's coming.
No, my buddy AB in India, I think, has one. I think he hit 100, but not over here. So, yeah. Is there a regular rotation for Command's Corner? No, but if you reach out to me, I can let you know dates. But no, it's not like a robot. It's just me. Just me. All right, guys. I want to stay. Somebody doesn't. We got to get out of here. And I'm River. I was pointing to River.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to. So, yes, it's plur. It's not plural. It's plur. All right. Don't go. Get that 100K. If you told me we'd get 100K tonight, we're staying all night and having a sleepover. But that's not going to happen.
Everybody go send the channel to 5 of your friends. And we'll do the math.
That'd be a huge night.
And if we come back next week.
That'd be 500.
And there's 500 people extra.
If we had a 500 night.
Then we'll give a cool giveaway.
We'll give away a Blackstone grill.
What?
I don't know. Something like
You
that.
just throw that out there.
If we have 500 real subs tonight and they stay for next week, I didn't say what size Blackstone grill, but I'll give away a Blackstone grill if we do 500.
Do it.
If we do 500 new subs tonight, I'll give away a Blackstone grill next week.
Wow.
You guys caught me on a generous week.
A very generous week.
For whatever reason, I'm just generous this week. So, yeah. I will wear a cheetah Speedo on stream from Dan's house when he hits.
I've in my head been trying to prepare for what we can do for 100K.
And cheetah Speedo crossed your mind? That's wild.
Oh no, but
I do have my
it's
Michigan
up there now.
Speedo still. So
Gosh.
I do. I have my Michigan water polo Speedo from college. I can still rock that, Ken. Haven't tried it on in a few days, but we'll see. We'll see how that bad boy fits this week. Come on, man. Just give me my money. Yeah. All right, guys. Tonight's over, and now get to work, people. It'll be extra exotic. Yeah, it'll be
extra exotic.
Extra something. Got to make up for the half calf somewhere. Am I right? All right, guys. Let's get out of here. All right, 5 seconds, and we are gone. Say some final words for our friends.
Do it.
Do
Don't
it.
you want a Blackstone?
Do it.